This is Comic Picks by the Glick.
Hey, I'm your host, Jason Glick.
Hey, Jason Glick, what's going on, man?
Hey, John, it's crazy. I mean, like water started falling from the sky in Southern California today. It was unreal.
I
So I
don't
can't remember the last time this happened.
understand. The Ice Age? Who knows?
Something like that. Yeah, it's like I mean,
Oh,
you know how it is in California. Water only falls from the sky long enough to make things green so they can die and then start the fire season all over again.
that's right. It's funny because I was explaining this to somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it was one of my coworkers from Singapore," and they're like, "I was like, yeah, I used to live in SoCal," and they're like, "Oh, well, and they wanted to know about like the fires," and I'm like, "Oh, let me tell you about the life cycle of fires in Southern California, in California in general. It's not even just SoCal." So anyway, and they're like, "Oh, that's how that works." So anyway, we're not here to talk about the weather or fires. What do you have on tap for us tonight?
No, we're just here to talk about the overall cosmic death of the Marvel universe as orchestrated by one man, Donny Cates. Now it's like in recent now it's always great when some new talent makes their way into like Marvel or DC universe. We've had lots of great work from I have lived long enough to see like guys like Bendis or Jonathan Hickman or Ed Brubaker or Matt Fraction break their way into like the Marvel universe, and Scott Snyder it's like dominate Batman in the DC universe. But it's like it seems like in the present days, it's always gets harder for someone to make a big splash and all, like someone to basically come in and show like, hey, you know what, I can sell comics too. So I mean, like, as much as I love Kieran Gillen, he was the guy who mainly wrote great comics in the Marvel universe, as opposed to writing great selling comics and all. Now, then you got Donny Cates, who he, along with his buddy Jeff Shaw, had a breakout success with Image in doing God Country, a series that had a family in Texas dealing with their like with their granddad's onset of Alzheimer's, until this giant tornado drops this mystical sword on their family's ranch, and like granddad gets it, and it manages to stave off his Alzheimer's. And so, like, even though there's like this race of cosmic people trying to want the sword back, Granddad says, "Hey, it's like this makes me whole again. It's like I know who my son and my grandkids are. This is great. If you want this sword back, you better just go and get it, man." It was a it was a great series that did an excellent job, a textbook job of how to ground like high fantasy elements with relatable human concerns. And reading it, it's like it's easy to see just how this like struck a chord with like a wide swath of comics readership, and how and Marvel looks at this and goes, hey, it's like, let's give this guy a shot, and see, let's give these guys a shot, because it was Cates and Shaw who got their shot on this series. I'm talking about Thanos, because prior to that, prior to their stint on Thanos, it was just like a 12-issue run from Jeff Lemire and Micah Diodato and Gerald Peralta. It was basically talking about how Thanos was dying, and then he got better, and oh, now he's Thanos again. You know, I Jeff Lemire has done some good stuff in the past, but the more I read of him in the present day, just kind of feels like he's just going through the motions and all. And I'll have more to say about that when I get into talking about Gideon Falls. But you know, I think it's safe to say that by the time he was done with his 12 issues on Thanos, no one was expecting much, and well, Marvel figured, okay, well, we'll give these new hot image guys, Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw, a shot on this series and see what they can do. Well, it's like I've written about Thanos wins. I've name checked it a lot in subsequent reviews, but that's because this is like the rare Marvel series where instead of like sales going down with each issue, they went up with each issue. I mean, he was just like crazy to hear about the buzz that that this Thanos series that no one was talking about before was now like the talk of the town, and it was all about an arc that basically had Thanos, being dragged into the future to face himself. And how was he dragged in the future? Well, he was dragged there by the cosmic Ghost Rider. And who was this Ghost Rider? Well, that's kind of a surprise because like the reason he was brought there is because like his present day future self basically had basically killed the entire universe, and now he was just down to like one last character, the fallen one, and he as soon as he killed this person, then he could be with death and his life would be complete. Well, our Thanos was like kind of like really bitchy about this, just saying like, why am I dragging here? Why are you like me? Like I'm like begging me for my help. It's like, and he's just kind of like upset about this, and it's just, and this and Thanos wins is all about just Thanos like just like looking at what his future self has become when he's like finally killed off everyone in the universe, and he's just got that like that last final stretch to go. Like, what do you do when you're trying to like get to that last point? Well, it's like Thanos Wins was like is a ton of fun, really, and it's also one of the rare comics that I've read where it's like I think this probably would have been read better like had I got experienced it in single issue form because Cates and Shaw introduce like lots of interesting like twists with each issue. Basically, it's just kind of like okay, well the first issue is basically like the final page review is like oh well like Thanos is like finally again is gonna like take on is gonna meet his future self. Oh, and then at the next issue, well, um, it's like he's dealing like it's like he's got to make good with death and all. And then oh, it's like in the third issue we found out who the cosmic Ghost Rider is, and then we it's like and also who the final person that they need to kill is, and it ties into the like the Marvel cosmic continuity. And it's just like that this slowly escalating series of like of craziness, and it's like and so reading this, like I thoroughly understand why the series like packed on sales with each issue and why people were like were on board with this. It's like it's like it's like is it? I mean, and but the thing is though is that Thanos Wins is basically a filler arc. It's basically like something like hey like we're going to like cancel this series like at issue 18, so it's like hey it's like so like hey Donny and Jeff like whatever you want to do just go for it and Cates basically went and said okay I can do that and this is kind of like how you handle a filler arc because basically if everything is going to be like reset at the end then it's just basically like why not go for the crazy? Why not just like go as if the reset button is going to be whacked, then just like go as crazy as you want, and it's like and see what happens. And the end result is that it's like it's a story that basically like that once like the sales started piling up, Marvel basically went and said, "Wow, hey, so what else you got with this? Oh wait, no, you canceled this series, so what can we do with it? Um, okay, let's see what we can do with this because it's like because Thanos, like I said, Thanos Wins is like one of the most consequential series in recent Marvel memory because like these are guys who made sales go up with each issue. This doesn't happen, and this is how Kate's Cate and Shaw became an A-list creative team. This is how when they went back to Image to do their series crossover, which is basically what happens when a major like comic book crossover series happens in the real world, sold like gangbusters for the company. This is how this happens. But as far as Marvel goes, they thought, well, what can we do to like leverage the success of this arc of the series that we were going to cancel, and how do we go from there? Well, that goes basically with the idea with that is like hey, we do a spin-off miniseries for the character that that was its breakout success. That is the Cosmic Ghost Rider, because think well okay you think, okay, I know who the Ghost Rider is. I mean, he's like the spirit of vengeance, like the guy who punishes the wicked, like in the Marvel universe proper. But how did he get cosmic and all? Well, that's because as we found out in Thanos Wins, the cosmic Ghost Rider is none other than Frank Castle, the Punisher, guy who when Thanos came to kill the Marvel all the Marvel heroes on Earth just for like all the stuff they'd done to him in the past. Well, it's like he was there as well, but he just kind of like got knocked out like in the conflict because he's still just human. And so when he was laying there dying, he just thought, well, I give anything to punish that big purple son of a bitch. And then in one of the best page turn reviews that I've read, period, well, Frank runs up in front of Mephisto, and Mephisto goes, anything? Well, and that's how Frank Castle became the Ghost Rider. And how did he become the Cosmic Ghost Rider? Well, like after like Thanos started killing everyone in the Marvel universe, well, like that included Galactus as well. And so when like Galactus came to Earth to like look for help, well, like he found no one. He found because Thanos had already killed everyone. Only person left was the Ghost Rider, who was just running around the world trying to punish people who were like already dead, and like that was driving him nuts. So Galactus made Ghost Rider his herald, and they tried to fight back Thanos's like onslaught of death. And then after Thanos killed Galactus, he thought, huh, it's like you're a cosmic powered spirit of vengeance. Hey, you know what? Why don't you just join up with me and I'll show you like stuff you've never seen before. And Frank was like, all right. And so now he became the black right hand of Thanos. And after he was killed by the final one in Thanos Wins, well, then he was recruited by Odin to like join the ranks of Valhalla because he just like had a crazy ass life and all. But the thing is, Frank realized that it's like after all the stuff I've done in my life, I realized I deserved like punishment. So why am I like supposed to be here in Valhalla and all? He's just like starting up bar fights with all the random gods who are living there, and then Odin is like, oh, man, it's like I don't know what to do with you. It's like what can I so Frank, what can I do with you? What can I do to make you happy? And then Frank says, it's like, and then he says, well, why don't I just send you back to wherever you want to go? And then Frank goes, you know what? I know where I want to go. I want to go back to where Thanos was the baby, and I'm gonna go ahead and kill him. So that's how we get Cosmic Ghost Rider, Baby Thanos Must Die, from Cates and Dylan Burnett. Basically, it's one big story about how Frank try like gets to like goes back in time to kill Thanos as a kid and realizes that, oh man, you're actually an innocent at this time. So what do I do? Oh wait, I know. I can raise you to be like a good person, and that's where the Watcher goes. I've come back to witness like the worst decision anyone's ever made in the history of the cosmos, and that's it right there. So it's so I mean the series like it's meant it kind of you get the feeling it's meant to start off as like just crazy insane like like comedy stuff, and there's a lot of stuff there like I said with the bit with the Watcher, when Cable shows up and he starts like bringing people back like in term like in various times as well, like when he's just like oh body slide by 1, body slide by 10, body slide by 25, body slide by 100, and he's just bringing all these people back for like the Ghost Rider to kill, and eventually it's revealed that um it's like he Cosmic Ghost Rider does succeed in raising baby Thanos, and he's turned baby Thanos into a Cosmic Punisher. It's like it's interesting. It's like that's kind of crazy and all. It's like I appreciate like how like Cates and Burnett really goes over the top with like all the action he's like asked to draw here. and Cates does a good job of trying to like, ground this as well. It's like because if there's one thing that like drives and grounds Cates' work, it's that it's like in like the spirit of family, just showing you like how do you like how do you react to your family members when you've got superpowers? I mean, like even when you've got like like cosmic like universe destroying powers, like there's still this emotion that grounds you to like to the people you're related to. I mean, like Thanos, like was still reacting to like this future version of himself in Thanos Wins, and when we see like the future by Punisher Thanos, it's like he's kind of like reacting to like how he was raised by Frank Castle, and then like Frank Castle, Cosmic Ghost Rider, just is kind of like thinking like no, this is not how it is. It's just it's good stuff that he does like know how to ground this, and I think that there's a decent attempt at in Cosmic Ghost Rider, but I was kind of like more hoping for like just like more insanity because the Cosmic Ghost Rider is an insane character, and going back in time to kill baby Thanos is kind of like an insane concept. So I just kind of like it's a decent enough series that has style, that has good ideas, but it's maybe not like as well grounded as it takes to be like a great series. It's still quite good, just not great. But and then after that, well, Cates got the job of I don't know if he like sought this out or if he just like Marvel just figured, well, it's like someone has to do this, so we're gonna give it to you. It's like, and that is like figuring out how to tie off the bloody stump of their attempt to make the Inhumans the next X-Men. So, because in case you hadn't heard, the reason the X Men have been downplayed for a good long while prior to Jonathan Hickman's like relaunch of the franchise, well, it's because that like with the X Men being owned by Fox, like they like Marvel couldn't like capitalize on them as far as like in terms of the MCU and all. Well, so they figured, hey, we've got the Inhumans, so why not just make them the new X Men? And they tried. They gave it their best shot, and they threw and Charles Soule tried his best as well. But the thing is, like, no one really gives a shit about the Inhumans outside of the occasional Prestige miniseries. Like, hey, I will say that the Paul Jenkins Jay Lee maxi series is absolutely worth your time, and also as is the Warren Ellis, Roland Boschi, Gerardo Zaffino Karnak miniseries. But other than that, it's like, are there any other great Inhuman series? Oh, and also Miss Marvel, the Kamala Khan, she's an Inhuman as well. But aside from them, you know, there's like nothing. I mean, like you got like the Inhumanity like series, the Inhuman series, the Uncanny Inhumans. Because if in case you doubted that I was when I said that, oh, Marvel is trying to make Inhumans the next X Men. Well, hey, they're making them one of their series is called like the Uncanny Inhumans. That should tell you all you need to know right there. But what I'm getting at right here is Death of the Inhumans. Well, it's like this is basically what happened when Marvel realized that like this wasn't going to happen. When A, this wasn't going to happen, and B, well, we got the X Men back, so we can just make the X Men again. So so basically Cate and artist Ariel Olivetti got the job of just like drawing a line under like Marvel's current expansion of the Inhumans line, and well, they basically had the like like a subset of Kree, like the creators of the Inhumans way back in the day, um, who had been tasked with exploring the universe, coming back and realizing that well the Kree alliance has basically been destroyed as a result of like events in the Black Vortex. Well, we're gonna like have all the Inhumans available, like just like join us or die because we created them. And so Death of the Inhumans is all about like Black Bolt and the Inhuman like Inhuman royal family, dealing with the Kree's efforts to to recruit them, and it's like, and also the machinations of this new super inhuman Kree known as Vox to to subdue them as well. It's it's like I wrote a very well, I mean very a fairly negative review of this, like talking about how it was like like kind of depressing in one note, and it's like and honestly, it's like rereading it. I don't think it was that bad really, but at the same time, it's like I was like, if you're like going to care about this like miniseries, you kind of have to care about the Inhumans, and I was like, eh. It's like I was kind of like upset about the fact that like, hey, you're asking me like, except like the Inhumans are the new X-Men. No, no, I don't. So I was kind of glad to see like Marvel kind of like accept this by like commissioning this miniseries, which basically has um Black Bolt like, kind of like sacrificing everything to defeat the Kree, to to except Vox like ruining his it's like his signature attack, his voice. It's like to the point where like, hey, you can only have like one shot left, so you better make it count. And at the same time, like have him like still be able to use his voice as like a prison knife, a shiv. There are some decent bits in here, and I'm willing to admit that maybe I was a little excessively negative. It's like to my initial review of this miniseries, because like it's not that bad, but at the same time, it's just kind of like it's like it's and Cates does have a do good of like showing the humans as a family. It's like what happens when like like someone like threatens your family. Like, what do you do about this? Well, like it's like you've got it's like you've got to like use all the like everything at your disposal to like get back at them. And I do like his establishment of the fact that Beta Ray Bill, well, he is total buds with transporting dog Lockjaw. That was a fun bit right there. It plays off like in it's like later on as well. But definitely the Inhumans, it's like you don't need to buy this. I guess if you do buy it, it's not terrible, but it's just kind of a reminder of like when Marvel, it's like of a big mistake in Marvel's Marvel editorial planning, in the sense that, hey, it's like we thought the humans are going to be great, like in terms of like replacement for X-Men. No, no, they weren't. It's like, and Death of the Humans is just kind of the bloody underscore of that. And hey, it's like if they want to do like as someone who has a good proper idea with what to do with the Inhumans, like comes along later on, then hey, go for it, man. Because like Inhumans don't need the burden of being the next X-Men. So, but with all this cosmic stuff under his belt, you would think that hey, it's like Cates would be a good shot, like for taking on like Marvel's foremost cosmic team with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, and that's what Marvel did, because they not only threw him, but they also picked Jeff Shaw to come back and like illustrate the first arc of this like of their Guardians of the Galaxy series, probably titled the Final Gauntlet, because well, yeah, sure, Thanos is dead and all, and everyone should be rejoicing. Well, oh yeah, that's right, Thanos is dead because Gamora killed him in the Infinity Wars maxi series or event series. And so they figured, oh wow, it's like this is great. Like Thanos is dead. It's like we should all be happy now. Well, because Thanos is a consummate planner, if nothing else. Well, he has let everyone know that that through his will that his brother Eros recovered, or Eros, known as the it's like the Avenger. What is it? Starfire, Foxfire. It's like that that guy who can like make you like do things because like you're in love with him and all. So there you go. But they figure that, but after like Thanos' will was recovered and played before everyone, like he basically said that, hey, I've implanted my like my mind in one of you to so that you can just like it's like I will be back because I'm Thanos, if not anything else. And well, everyone, including Eros, realizes that, oh, okay, well, if Thanos is going to plant his mind in anyone, well, it's going to be his daughter, Gamora. So like their initial plan is to like go out and kill Gamora, but then the Black Order shows up and steals his body because Thanos' current girlfriend, Hela, the Norse goddess of hell in the Thor comics. Well, she wants her boyfriend back, and the thing and this is like and that's kind of like the thrust of this first volume, the final gauntlet. It basically it's basically kind of like a continuity fix from the events of Infinity Wars, and I was kind of hoping that with them throwing Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw, this is gonna be like a nice long run, like because hey, these guys after what they did on Thanos, like hey, they should be able to do like great stuff on Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, no, it turns out that their run on this series is only going to be like a 12-issue continuity fix, just um just maintaining things until like the next team come along, which in all fairness was Al Ewing and Juan Cabal, which they're pretty great. So this wasn't as bad as I'm making it out to see. So you've got the thing is you've got like a Peter Quill who was like despondent after how Gamora killed him in Infinity Wars. A Groot who is like sharpening himself like in terms of being like an angsty teen sentient talking tree, and like they're and then you've also got like when they find out that, oh wait, we weren't invited to the reading of Thanos' will. Well, like what's going on there? Well, it turns out that the Black Order, like sent off a like a black hole there. So it's like a lot of people there were sucked into it, but the people who managed to get out of it were Moondragon, Phyla-Vell from another universe, Beta Ray Bill, and the Cosmic Ghost Rider. These are the new Guardians of the Galaxy, and well, they've got to like save the world from from Thanos's resurrection. And like this, the final gauntlet is good fun. Is good fun. If you like Guardians of the Galaxy, I definitely give the series a recommend. It's got it's and even though it's like it feels like it's like kind of a continuity fix and all. Like Cate is just like obeying the whims of his Marvel overlords. Like it winds up working out pretty well in the sense that there's like there's some good character moments between, particularly with Peter Quill, who's like trying to deal with the fact that like I have to go save Gamora who killed me previously, and hey, why don't I call up Kitty Pryde, my ex girlfriend, ask her, have her find out how to ask her how to tell me to deal with this. That's awkward, and it's like and Groot like has his own like opinions about this, and like how he like essentially seizes the mutiny because because Peter is just like such a garbage fire at this point that hey he can do that and get away with it no problem. But the final gauntlet is a good like it's a good big cosmic story that basically like tells you about how Thanos is coming back, and well there is kind of a way to stop him. It's like, but it also kind of involves them like having to be able to trust Gamora. It's like as well. It's good fun, and like as long as you acknowledge that okay, it's not going to lead anywhere significant. Well, long reaching anyway. It's just all about just like getting the Guardians back in a kind of. It's the first half of getting the Guardians back into a workable cosmic team. So and as far as that goes, Cates and Shaw do a good job of that in this first volume. But one one of the things one of the characters that they let go after this is the Silver Surfer, and this is one of the main reasons I wanted to do this podcast is because well like there were a couple of volumes that I didn't get around to reviewing like when they came out, and one of these is Silver Surfer Black, because when the Black Order showed up to Thanos's will reading and like try to suck everyone into a black hole. Well, Silver Surfer was one of those characters. Thing is, though, that he was able to get all of the characters who weren't relevant to his story all back into the present day. As for he himself, well, he just wound up going back, back, back in time to a like to a point where to a point before like life had been seeded in the universe, to a point where like darkness like would kind of rule it. And when he encounters like some like some people who are like guarding this door, it's like, and they try to attack him, and he just figures like, hey, I'm just gonna fight back because I don't want to die. Like he essentially beats them off, and then when he finds out what these people are guarding, well, turns out to be none other than Null, the King in Black, the guy who is running the current Marvel event right now that is masterminded by Cates himself. Well, because as the introduction to this miniseries tells us, it's the Silver Surfer, like he spent a long time as the Herald of Galactus, and he just stood by emotionally while Galactus like killed untold like planets, and it's like he's in the even though like he eventually learned to care about life. It's like there's a long time that he just let Galactus like murder all these all these other planets and all. And Silver Surfer Black is kind of like Case's attempt to square, like Surfer's indifference to like letting Galactus kill all these planets, with making him into a character we can actually care about. Because this series, like as I mentioned earlier, it's like takes place way at the beginning of the Marvel universe, back when like it was mostly shrouded in darkness, and Null was kind of like someone who could freely move within it's like within that space. But at the same time, there's other stuff working here as well. It's like such as when he meets Ego, the Living Planet, and when he tries to do Ego a solid by finding the this thing that is embedded in his core, and finds out that this is the incubation matrix for Galen of Ta, the man who will become Galactus. He thinks that maybe this is the chance that I can have to kill him. It's like and like get out of all the like all this like universal genocide that I subsequently went to had a hand in committing. Well, it turns out that it might not surprise you that hey, it's like this doesn't happen. It's like he Silver Surfer like eventually doesn't kill Galactus. It's like he lets him go because Galactus is all about balance. But what does the Surfer do to balance things? Well, it's like Cate has an interesting idea about that, and it's a big swing. And I gotta admit, I admire the effort he goes to making this big swing, and as do the fact that it's coming from an artist who knows like how to do like crazy stuff, like Donny Cates, not Donny Cates, like he's the writer, Trad Moore, the guy who did the insane over the top artwork for the Luther Strode series, and my God, he if you're talking about a series that like trades in like over the top, crazy, abstract, cosmic elements, well, Moore is the kind of guy you want to go for that, because when your big spin involves like a surfer like repopulating the like the universe with seeds of life that he got from his conflict with Null, then Trad Moore is the kind of guy you want to go for that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if like Moore was just kind of indifferent to working with Marvel until they told him that hey, you're gonna draw the Silver Surfer, and he's gonna be like fighting with like one of the primordial like essences of darkness in the Marvel universe, and like dealing with Galactus. It's like back before he was born, and what he looked like, and Eagle the Living Planet back in the day, and also you're gonna like find a way to convincingly show the Silver Surfer reseeding the universe with life. So yeah, I think that like more kind of like responded like positively to that, and I think that's and he definitely delivered like some proper over the top like art for Silver Surfer Black, and to the point where you know what I waited until like this miniseries was reprinted in a proper Marvel proper size miniseries collection. But prior to that, it was originally reprinted in a Treasury edition, which is like oversized, like the History of the Marvel Universe with Mark Waid and Javier Rodriguez size. And to be honest, I think that buying the series in that format would also be worth it as well. So there you go. So I enjoyed it, but then we get to like the other series, other volume, the other volume that I didn't get around to reviewing, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Two, Faithless. Basically, it's the back half of Cates' run on Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's doing with artist Corey Smith, and it's like and there are some other like creators who are like dealing with like what happened to other the current status quo of other characters such as Quasar, Nova, Darkhawk, it's like Adam Warlock. It's like and these are decent stories and all, but the core of it involves the return of the Church's universal truth, and turns out that like they've come back from the future, and they're like instead of stealing your it's like your mind, they're stealing your life force now, and even though it's like Peter Quill's group now includes it's like Beta Ray Bill, Moondragon, and Phyla-Vell from another universe. Well, it's like they're kind of like screwed in terms of like what this new version of the Church of Universal Truth has to offer. In fact, like after like their initial attack proves ineffective, all that's left of the Guardians is Groot and Moondragon, and they've got to go and find out hey, Rocket, what are you doing? Well, turns out that Rocket is busy dying. It's like because all the cybernetic implants that make Rocket are failing, and it's like he just kind of wants to die in pieces. He just wants his death to belong only to him. Groot reminds him that hey, it's like after like everything you've done, after you're a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, like you're part of like this group that's meant to protect the universe. So no, your death does not belong to you. So you kind of like belong to the universe, and that's kind of what convinces Rocket to get into this giant mech suit that he's got on hand to preserve himself and take the fight to the Church of Universal Truth. So on one hand, I think I get what Case is going here with this run with Rocket just trying to like realizing that hey it's like I'm done. It's like I just want I just want my death to belong to myself. But the way things are wrapped up is just kind of like, oh, well, if that's all you had to do to save Rocket, well, it really didn't matter in the first place. So, I mean, he does a good job to sell, like this poor humanoid raccoon, he's dying, and he's like, it's painful to watch. So I mean, yeah, he milks the drama as far as you can with that, but at the same time, it's just kind of at the end, it kind of feels like, well, Dick, if this is all it took to save him, like, why didn't you do that before? Like he had to fight the Church of Universal Truth, and and but I will say that I do like the fact that one of the recruits is the Magus, the alternate future history version of like Adam Warlock, who it's like I like the fact that they pitched him as like, oh, like, well, he just kind of wants to be like a good person now, like just like he's just like a kid who like hasn't like done all the evil stuff that the Magus is known for. So I mean, like this is probably the one time I've like kind of liked this character because like when you're saying like, oh, you're an evil alternate first future version of this character, it's like, oh, okay, fine. But you know, they came with like Cate's and artist Corey Smith came with a good spin on this character, and I like seeing that here. And it's like, and overall, it's like 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 the the um the the bad guy who is running the Church of Universal Truth here also has a good solid connection to Peter Quill and his and even if he's like oh well I'm just gonna like go ahead and like drain part of Earth in order to like to save the future. Well, like it's a good solid reason for that. Like I think Faithless is a if you can get past the fact that like that a lot of this stuff kind of feels like it's oh we're like Rocket is like gonna die, but oh wait, no, he's not, and now he's gonna be fine because saving him was really easy in the end. It's like if you can get past like something like that, then I think it's a good story. And in the end, it's like it's kind of like at the very end, like we get like several double page spreads that basically kind of celebrate what Cate's been doing in Marvel's cosmic space, like up to this point. And I think, and it kind of feels like a victory lap at this point. But honestly, I think it's like pretty well earned because because like even if he can't, even if like it's not always able to stick the landing, I think that Cates does a good job of telling like good solid stories, like connecting these characters. It's like and doing it on a it's like on an improvisational basis as well because no way did he like like plan a way to tell to link all these 6 volumes. It's like like as he was writing them, it's just kind of like hey it's like Marvel's just giving me like these opportunities to write these stories, and so like I just kind of find ways to connect them. So I kind of like that, and I think it works too because like now Marvel is reissuing like his work in omnibus format. So if you want to get his work in that format, then you can. But at the same time, you can get it all in 6 volumes. Thanos Wins, Cosmic Ghost Rider Volume One, Death of the Inhumans, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume, The Final Gauntlet, Silver Surfer Black, and Guardians of the Galaxy Faithless. Yeah, it's like it doesn't hang together as a great big cosmic epic, but I think it does work in sense in that it's telling a story about all these characters like who have connections. It's like and how they've got reasons for like hanging out and appreciating each other. It's like it's like it's just fun to see like like how one unexpected success in the Marvel universe like can spawn like its own like interconnected web of subsequent titles. So because hey like if it wasn't for Thanos Wins, we wouldn't be having we wouldn't have had Absolute Carnage, wouldn't have had the King in Black right now. So yeah, so it's been fun seeing like what Case's success in the cosmic space has led to in the current Marvel like universe, and also just what he's been doing in the creator owned series space as well. Because goddamn, it's like I love Redneck, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he's got to offer in crossover for Image. Because hey, he's eventually going to run out of juice to do Marvel stuff, but but I'm sure that Image is always going to have room for him to do whatever he wants. And still, it's like hey, it's like he's a guy who got me to like read a ongoing Venom series for the first time in the character's history. So he's doing something right. I definitely know that. So, so I guess John, like if you're still awake at this point, like any thoughts on your end about any of this?
Oh, Hey, hello.
Yes.
Realized. Oh, no, I'm not awake anymore. No, anyway. No, actually, I was awake the whole time. So, um, I don't have anything outside of that. Cates is a local celebrity around here, so we like our local celebrities, and I
Guys who pay off your comic book like pull lists and all.
that's right. For because this was his area. That was his stomping grounds. Actually, that's what
Austin.
he wanted to pay that back. He actually went this store. It's called Dragon's Lair over here in Austin. Is a store he went to as well. He's patronized. So when he lived here, so that's a cool thing. Outside of that, some interesting things here to think about, and that sounds like a definite recommend for you. So I may pick it up myself. So, what do you know what you're going to have on tap for us next week?
I've got like plenty of stuff on tap. In fact, like my initial thought was do a thing on Gideon Falls, but maybe I'll do something on ping pong. But also, coming in the future, are gonna be my thoughts on Ten of Swords, which I'm gonna drag Rob in like as well because I'm sure he's got some thoughts on that as well. And also, as I mentioned, it's like the King in Black thing event is ongoing as well. So like once that's done, like I'll be bringing in Myron as well, but that might not be until March or April, but hopefully we'll see. So I got plenty of stuff, but next time it's either gonna be Gideon Falls or ping pong. We'll see.
All right, cool. Well, you'll catch you next time on Comic Picks by the Glick.
All right, laters.